Okay, One Piece crew, let's talk. We've all seen Gear 5, and it is absolutely mind-blowing, right? The freedom, the power, it feels like the peak. But what if it's not? What if I told you that everything we're seeing is just a stepping stone to something even bigger? Today, we're diving into a theory that might just change how you see Luffy's ultimate power.
So let's just get right to the big question, the one that this whole explainer is built around. Is Gear 5 times really Luffy's final form? For a while, the answer felt like a definite yes. I mean, come on, he awakened a mythical Zoan fruit, he's basically a god? But recent chapters have thrown a massive, and I mean massive, wrench into that whole idea.
And that wrench? Well, it comes from a rule that seems to apply to all Zoan-type users, a pattern that's been hiding in plain sight. Let's call it the 3 stages of transformation. So, think about it. What makes Zoan fruits so unique? It's their versatility, right? They're the only type of devil fruit that we know for sure has multiple, totally distinct forms baked right in. And that little detail? Well, it's the key to this entire theory. Okay, so here's the pattern, the core of it all. It's a 3-stage process. Every Zoan user starts in their base form, just the regular self. Then you get the hybrid form, that awesome mix of their human side and their devil fruit power we see all the time. But the last stage, the one that really matters here, is the final form, the pure, unfiltered power of the devil fruit. Base, hybrid, final. Got it? It's that simple.
Now you're probably asking, okay, cool theory, but where's the proof? Well, the ultimate proof, the smoking gun. Does it come from some old book or a forgotten legend? No, it comes from the absolute highest authority in the world government, the 5 elders themselves.
The whole egghead incident just blew the doors off everything we thought we knew. When the 5 elders finally revealed their true, monstrous forms, they did more than just flex their power. They gave us the Rosetta Stone to understanding Luffy, because their transformations, they weren't just random. They followed a very specific pattern.
And look at this. It's a perfect match. For decades, we only ever saw their human base forms. Then we started getting these glimpses of their intimidating hybrid forms. And now, on Egghead, we've finally seen their complete, absolutely terrifying final forms. Every single one of them follows this exact 3-step progression. This is not a coincidence, people. This is the rule.
So, that brings us right back to our boy Luffy. If this 3-stage rule applies to the most powerful Zoan users we've ever seen, then what does that mean for him? It forces us to look at his strongest power in a totally new light and ask a pretty radical question. Is Gear 5 just a hybrid form?
The theory, based on all this evidence from the Elders, makes a really bold claim. Plain and simple, Luffy's Gear 5 is not his actual final form. It's a game changer for sure. It's his awakening, absolutely, but it is not the end of the line.
So we have to completely rethink what Gear 5 is. It's the moment Luffy awakened his devil fruit, yeah. But what that did was allow him to access the hybrid form of the sun god Nika for the very first time. He hasn't reached the destination, he just unlocked stage 2 of a 3-stage journey.
When you actually lay it out side by side like this, it just clicks. The Elders have a clear path. Base human to hybrid to their real devil form. Luffy's path mirrors it perfectly. He's got his base form, and now he has Gear 5, his hybrid. That parallel leaves one huge, exciting question mark at the very end of his road.
So, if Gear 5 is just setting the stage, what's the main event? Let's talk about what Luffy's true final form might actually be.
We're talking about the actual form of the sun god, a final transformation that goes way beyond the hybrid power of Gear 5. The theory suggests this last stage will unlock a level of power so immense it could surpass every single one of the 5 elders. This isn't just another gear, this is the power that's truly needed to bring the dawn. So I'll just leave you with this to chew on. If Gear 5, with all of its chaotic, reality-bending power, is just the hybrid form, what in the world would the true, actual form of a sun god even look like? What kind of power is waiting for Luffy at the very, very end? Let me know what you think.